Hey guys.
Alright guys, we're here today to check out the brand new, spanking new video from Lord of the Lost, Viva Vendetta. We're actually checking this out ahead of time because the video came out like 30, 40 minutes ago in real time.
Yeah.
But obviously for us to be sitting here in front of you checking out this video, we got lucky enough. Chris and the boys from Lord of the Lost, they sent us the video ahead of time so that we could pre-record this and then give you a double dose of Viva Vendetta.
I've never been more excited.
Fuck, I love this song. It's one of my favorites from the album. I'm dying to see this video.
It is my favorite in the album.
This is your favorite one?
This is my favorite song.
So it can't get much better than this. You get to watch the music video ahead of the whole world.
Yeah.
Well, in real time now people are saying, well, not really, because I'm watching it and I already saw it before. Yeah, but this was recorded days ago. Days ago. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is interesting.
Give me a purpose, a light in the sorrow, a life beyond this death. Oh, give me a reason, a kill for the arrow, a heart behind this breath. a purpose, a light in the sorrow, a life beyond this death. Viva Vendetta, the redder, the better, a bleeding heart can lie. Viva Vendetta, you're bleeding forever, I'll never let you die, let you die. Viva Vendetta, Viva Vendetta, Viva Vendetta, Viva Vendetta, I'll never let you die.
Ooh. They all indoctrinated into the cult. That's all the different characters, you know? Wow. That was super cool. She went there and she corrupted their souls and they all became part of the cult.
Yeah.
Wow. It's just really, really cool. Like a nice way to
You know what's
wrap
funny
everything
thing-
down.
The funny thing is, when I first saw that little scene at the end there, I'm like, fuck, those are some cool ass cowboy hats.
Fuck, I would be down with one of those.
I would be down.
Even though I have a rule, which is if you don't have a horse, you shouldn't be wearing cowboy boots or a cowboy hat. I'm just saying, that's my own personal rule. There's a guy in my workplace shows up in a fucking Mazda wearing a cowboy hat. What the fuck, dude?
Dude,
A Mazda?
you got-
at least a pickup truck.
You
Okay,
got
at least
sad.
a pickup truck.
You got sad because you didn't get a cowboy hat.
From the boys in Hellbound?
Yeah,
They sent me the glasses, though.
they did, but you were sad because you were like, I should have asked.
I should have said yes.
You should have said yes.
I should have
right?
said yes.
And now,
Especially the ones that have, like, crocodile teeth around.
But this one is even cooler.
This one didn't have crocodile teeth,
No,
though.
but this one, come on.
Okay, fine. Is it just because it's black?
Also, no, because it also had the sign, and I don't know if you caught that at the start there, but the first guy that was turned had on the same arm you have
The tattoo.
The tattoo.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys can you guys
Probably,
see it?
if no.
Yeah, you can see that. It's what now? 2.5 weeks since I got it done, something like that.
They had.
I'm really happy with it. It turned out really nice and it healed really quickly. But by the way, you guys can go check out my vlog of
Yeah.
getting the tattoo done.
I filmed it.
Yeah, he was the guy behind the camera. He
But
was the Steven Scorsese of that whole shenanigan.
But I saw it there, and I was like, oh my god, it's. I know they definitely didn't do that, thinking of you with the thing there.
No, I just picked.
But I thought it was super cool because it was the same arm. I thought it was really cool because that guy had the same.
No, he had it on his right arm.
No, it was.
No, he was laying down like this. It was on his right arm. I have
Was
it
it
on
on
my
his
left.
right? I
yeah,
didn't-
yeah, it was in the right arm. I have it on my left.
I still thought it was pretty cool. It
Not
was
as
the same-
cool as mine, because mine has a story to it. The reason I said to you, I don't know if I ever explained this to you. The reason why I decided to get the Judas symbol tattooed on my left arm is simple. If Jesus is sitting at the right hand of the Father, Judas must be at the left hand of the Father, because we've talked about this. Without Judas's role in the whole crucifixion, there is no story of Jesus. There is no Savior.
Yeah.
So if they both, I believe, if you believe in that whole thing, and the both of them ascended to heaven, and if one is sitting at the right hand of the Father, the other one is sitting at the left hand of the Father. That's why I tattooed it on my left. Now, it's also cool because if you look at it from one angle, it just looks like an inverted cross. But if you look at it from a different angle, then it just looks... Oh, you can't see it that way. Anyways, it just looks like a regular cross.
It's just like a regular cross.
So I got it on my wrist because it really depends on who's looking at me, from what angle they're looking, how it appears to be. Like, let's say I tattooed it on my neck. Like, Chris has it on his neck. It's always going to look the same way unless he's doing a handstand. So there's no way for you to, like, look at it differently. But if you tattoo it on your wrist, it really gives people two different ways of looking at it depending on the angle that they're coming at it. Because I can always say, oh, well, when I look at it, it's not an inverted cross. But when you look at it, it's an inverted cross. So I thought putting in a spot that gives that whole Judas, because Judas, the album, has the two faces of Judas, the two discs, the two sides of Judas. So I felt like if I'm going to tattoo the symbol, I want to tattoo in a way that represents the album in the two faces of Judas. You can look at it from the dark side of the story of Judas or the bright side of the story of Judas. And then, like I said, the left side, because he's sitting at the left hand of the Father.
Wow.
I put a lot of thought into this.
You did never told me anything. You're like,
I didn't
dude,
just
we're
get
getting-
drunk one day and went to the tattoo place like, hey, can you do this Judas thing? I saw it once on the internet and it looks really cool. The chicks dig it. No, that's not how it went. I actually put some fucking thought process into it. Fuck. I'm a deep thought guy.
Okay.
I go deep into these woods. Fuck. What can I say? All right.
Anyways. Well, there's nothing really to talk about when it comes to
Oh,
the
we
song.
can talk about... I mean, we already heard this song
But
like a bazillion times.
It was like it was just made longer, kind of.
Yeah, they extended the song.
They extended the song, which I liked, and they added like that solo there.
Yeah, but I was wondering is, how the fuck are you going to bring cowboys into this Viva Vendetta song? When I see the tumbleweed and I'm... How the fuck are you going to bring a Western into the... How are you going to bring these worlds together? Because the previous videos were very ambiguous as far as what the setting is.
The thing is, when I think of this song, or just the name of the song, I think of three things. The stuff they did before, like with the priest video and everything, and
Well, there's definitely a theme.
There's definitely a theme.
Because she's in all of the videos.
Yeah, not three things, sorry, two things. I thought it was either going to go that way, or it was going to go like a V for Vendetta way.
Well,
like,
the movie?
The movie, so it was going to be taking place in like London type area, and that's how they would do it.
And they would wear the mask with the cross and whatever?
Exactly. That's kind of how I thought it was going to...
That's a possibility.
They also could have done. Instead of
that's...
doing a Western, they could have just gone through
Because the
houses
Western to
in
me
England.
just seems like so out of left.
Hey, you know
Having
what?
said that, the song that does lend itself, in terms of the guitar harmonies, it does lend itself to a little bit more of a Western saloon with the piano, the guitar harmonies, the acoustic style. So there is some hidden Western vibes into the song that perhaps makes sense going that way. But I think if they went your way, which you were thinking of the movie, I think that would have worked. I mean, this song is great. It doesn't matter how you... it doesn't matter how you peel this orange. The juice is magnificent.
Yeah, they would have been trading the cool cowboy hat with the Judas cross
On the
for
mask.
for the V for Vendetta mask.
mask.
But instead of it having like it has like cheery like
Yeah, and it's kind of smiling, right?
and it's kind of smiling.
So have like a frown face?
have a frown and then have it on the forehead.
The Judas thing on the front. Maybe there's some copyright issues that we're not aware of.
Well, no, if you
I
take
guess
the
you could
mask
change it
and
enough.
you change it enough, it's no longer a problem.
I guess that's right. But anyways, I like the cowboy setting.
Yeah.
And they played it really well because she was walking into town almost like a spirit because they couldn't see her. And she took all of their souls. They all became part of her cult. And then they all walk out almost like Tombstone style. All of them walking out like Tombstone style. So I really like how she brought it together because also the people that are coming in together, they're all different people. You have the guy who's super religious, who has the Bible, walks with a shotgun and sits by the piano. So you have him. You have the blacksmith who's working on the thing. Then you have
who's chopping wood.
The guy who's
the
like
guy who had the tattoo.
yeah. So who's like a villager kind of guy who's just a villager chopping the wood. Then you have the one that walks into the saloon to drink and whatever. And then you have the sheriff at the end. So you have they're all different. They all represent different people. They all represent different parts of society, if you will. But when it comes to Lord of the Lost, the cult brings them all together. So I love that aspect of it. And another thing, the way he was cleaning that guitar, that was...
You mean the
that
gun?
was very... No, the guitar. Sorry, the shotgun.
The shotgun.
It was very sexual.
Yeah.
I was getting slightly aroused, I must say. It needs another rub.
You need to clean your shotguns very thorough.
The only thing I'm disappointed about this video is that I was hoping that Chris would play the not the locksmith, what do you call it, the blacksmith guy.
Oh, so
because
you
this
were
would be
able
a
to
good chance to see if he has his nipple rings or not. That's the only part that I'm still on that journey. I'm still on the nipple ring journey.
The nipple ring journey.
Yeah, I haven't asked him.
I feel like if we meet him,
I think it's something that I have to ask in person. It's not something that we have to exchange.
When we go to Germany, I feel like when we meet him, the first thing you're not going to go in for like a hug or anything. You're going to be like,
No, I'll go for a hug.
You'll go for a hug,
but
and then you'll grab onto him and you'll slowly
and I'll get I'll get a nice little feel like.
Oh really?
Yeah, like in a very metrosexual kind of way.
Feeling that they're there is different from actually seeing them.
No, but if I feel them, then I can ask them to see them. But I can ask them to see them if they're not there to be shown.
I think it's better to go for the stealth tactic, where you give them a hug, but then you slowly take it up as you put your arms.
Oh, back. Like lifting him up?
Yeah.
How's that any better than me going for the shimmy?
Because then the shirt comes up and you see.
Like I do like a hockey player thing where I pull
exactly,
the shirt over his head.
Pull it over his head. That was my whole idea, but I didn't know how to say it. But I think that's better.
I know in Germany they play hockey as well. I mean, they're not very good. They beat Canada in the last time they played against each other. But really, so like
you pull the hockey.
What's next? I give them like a fucking wedgie or something. Like what a way for you to introduce yourself.
Hey,
then they're gonna be thinking, man, these fucking Canadian guys, they're super weird.
Yeah.
They came here and they pulled my shirt over my head. What the fuck?
It's for beating with hockey sticks.
Crazy
wow, that's the most stereotypical Canadian thing to do.
By the way, speaking of hockey, how do you guys like this shirt?
Oh, I was wondering when we were going to incorporate this into the video.
This is our 4-year anniversary celebration t-shirt, available only to Patreons. So we did this shirt as a thank you to Patreons and as a celebration. Maybe down the line, if we get enough interest from other people, we'll make it available. But for now, it was only available for Patreons. Really limited edition. We only ordered like a couple of dozens or something like that. All right. On that note, guys, well, let us know your thoughts on the shirt. By the way, do you guys like it? It's a demon with what do you call that thing? It's not a hockey stick.
It's the scythe.
Yeah, from Death.
Yeah, Death has a scythe.
Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. Anyways, we'll post some pictures of you wearing the shirt, all sexy and stuff, on Instagram. Oh, that didn't sound good. All right, guys. Anyways, come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See ya.
See ya.